Beautiful day here, Northern Mountains. Got my hat on, shade. Give me a little shade. Talking about commitment this week. What have you committed to lately? Let's start with me. Fair enough, right? The big picture is I've committed to helping people the rest of my life. Releasing them from the nightmares, panic attacks, self-sabotage, relationship after relationship. I know some of those real well. Suicide? Mm-hmm. You've heard me talk about that. My commitment to my wife, my commitment to my daughter, to my friends, you. It's a minute by minute, day by day thing, just like suicide. Minute by minute, day by day. You've been around a long time, so have I. Plan on being around a long time more. A long time. I want you to be with me. I want you to commit to yourself. Right there, listening to me now. Maybe a recording. I want you to commit to yourself. I'm going to stick around for a while. I don't know much you heard, but we'll keep going. Signal's kind of shaky out here today. But I'm not changing places. Talking about commitment. Making a commitment to yourself. As I have made a commitment to me for you. I want you to commit to you. You survived a long time now. And you keep reaching out. You keep looking for answers to help you with the behaviors that just won't go away, the nightmares that won't stop. You talk to people who talk to people who talk to me and talk to my people. And you're at that point where enough is enough. Now it's time to commit. Starting with yourself. Because if you're not 100% committed in ending this repetitive behaviors that you have in your life, that's why you keep watching these. Nothing's going to happen. Okay? This takes 100% commitment for 30 days. It takes 30 days for the human brain to set and hold a new pattern. So we work with you for 30 days. Michael's here. Hi, Michael. And that's what 30 days is all about. See, our session is sitting like you and I are right now, with your eyes closed, me asking you some questions, or one of my practitioners. Asking you some questions. What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you taste? You take a memory and you stop the motion of the memory and the history of the memory. You freeze frame it into a photograph. Right? Hi, Rita. And after you do that, you're able to stop the motion of a memory. Therefore, you stop the story of the memory. And ultimately, you stop the emotion associated in that memory at that moment. This part of it is not permanent. But you describe the memory using your 5 senses. What do you smell? Crepe myrtle. Fresh cut grass. Maybe a little mold in here. Bacon. Now what do you hear? Crickets. Birds in the distance. People's voices. See, it's not hard. It's not scary. It's very real. To bring back a memory that you haven't thought about for a very long time and not be afraid of that memory is very powerful. Very powerful. Takes commitment. Because there's nothing wrong with you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. Your brain's working the way it's supposed to. Your alarm system, the panic attacks, the anxiety attacks, all of that stuff are working correctly. When you were a kid, we figure somewhere between 6 and 8 years old, you developed the ability in your mind to stop repetitive thoughts. You've matured at that point. Well, the thing that went wrong is before that, a significant emotional event occurred, creating an amnesic-like memory. And it's the job of the amnesia part of your brain to protect you. So when you develop the on-off switch, that ability to shut off and shut on repetitive thoughts came about. Hi, Jocelyn. Thanks for stopping. So when that on-off switch was developed, the amnesic memory went, because if you can use the on-off switch, you can find me. I'm not going to allow that because I'm protecting you. And at that point in life, 6, 8 years old, you don't know that stuff. You're not aware of it. You're totally not aware of it. So the amnesic event reaches out there and it grabs it and hides it. So now, years and years and years and years later, other traumatic events occur. Maybe it's a hot firefight in Afghanistan, or watching a building burn down with people in it that you know, or a horrible divorce. Doesn't matter. High emotional value situations, the loss of a loved one. Mims made it. Hi, Mims, my new friend. So, what happens here later on down the road is the driver, this kind of a mechanism that protects the amnesic memory that we're talking about, grabs and sends an energy to that significant emotional new memory that you've experienced and keeps you thinking about it all the time. There goes a movie player. Won't shut off. Then the body goes, oh, okay, you react to this the same way every single time. This must be a charged event. 30 days later, you're still thinking about it. Now the body has what? Created a pattern around that event. What do we end up with? PTSD. High victimization, repetitive victimization. If it goes long enough, with a high enough triggers, we start thinking about suicide ideation. Maybe it's not that high. Maybe it's you can't trust friends anymore, so you're always changing friends, can't keep a relationship. You self-sabotage relationships, jobs. Jobs was a biggie for me. I was either getting fired or I quit over and over and over again after I retired from the Navy. Yeah. I would build some successful companies that made money and had employees in a year. Just a year, that's fast. Within 2-3 years tops, I'd ruin those companies and lose them. Sound familiar? I have suicide ideation. Check out my other videos on YouTube at Evolutionary Healer. Mentor's Corner is a whole series. It's got like 30-some videos there now. And Chris stopped by. Hi, Chris. What I want you to do and what we're talking about this week is committing. Committing to yourself. Don't commit to me. Don't commit to anybody else. Because you can't give what you don't have. So have it first. Commit to yourself that you want to make a change this week. Today, right now. That this change is becoming more present with the fact that you're not sick, you don't have any disabilities, you have something back there you can't find. That's all. I have combat veterans, I have medical discharge veterans that have been on medications for years. Here's a good one. Somewhere around 12 years of antidepressants. Went through the CR process back January, February. 2-3 months later, sit down and talk to their doctor at the VA. I'm feeling good. I want off these drugs. Okay, let's try it. So over 2-3 months, they dropped the dosages and now they're off of all of them. They've been off of them now for a better part of 3 months plus. No side effects, no issues, living a good life after the CR process. PTSD and military sexual trauma. No meds, no counseling, no therapy, no office visits. Sound like a commercial? Yeah, it is. Am I obsessed with this? I am. Because I've made a commitment to you. Me first, now you. That I'm going to help you. Now I've trained people in 12 countries. Okay? To do this work as well online. We can do this work in 6 languages now. 6? 3.5 years, not so bad. Commitment. What's commitment mean to you? Friday, I got a surprise for you about commitment. Okay? We'll see you on Friday. Meanwhile, stop by YouTube channel, Evolutionary Healer, and look up some of these Mentors Corner. They're called Mentors Corner and whatever the subject is. There's a bunch of them there. Check them out. Go to my Facebook page, thumb through there and go to my videos and click on the videos I've made. They're all there. There's a lot of them. One of them is for you. Don't know which one. You'll know. Let's talk Friday. Have a great week. Bye.